and welcome to episode 127 of Out of Wenger's Shadow on FM24. I'm Jamie, and coming up on today's episode, we've got the final two games of the Premier League season, at home to Leicester and away to Swansea. And as you can see, we come into it in slightly indifferent form. We've won a lot of games, but we've also had some sloppy performances, for example against Ipswich, where we lost 2-0. Newcastle, where we lost 2-0 as well, and also the 0-0 draw with Everton. And I will show you the Premier League table before we go into the first match. And as you can see, we are in fourth place, but mathematically we can still win the league if we win both of our last two games. So let's get straight into it. And the team for the first match is coming up in just a moment. Okay, here is the team to face Leicester, and it is Garcia in goal. Back four is Lucic, Claudio, Svetkov and Jan Marek. Requena behind Diaz and Demar Horton in midfield. Andrich on the left, Marcelinho on the right, and Van Persie up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant is recommending we need to show everyone the recent praises justified, put on a real show. I'm going to disagree with him on this occasion. I'm going to pump the fists and tell them it's a match we should be winning and they should make sure that we do. So let's get out there, into the tunnel. With things out of your hands, do you really think Liverpool can become Premier League champions? Never given up hope. With Arsenal not in action until after you play, is this a prime opportunity for your side to perhaps take a step ahead? Might give us a boost, and that could be crucial. So let's get out there and play Leicester and see if we can keep our title hopes alive. We need a win. Anything less will not be enough. So 10 minutes in, or more or less. In fact, it's only 7 minutes in, and we've gone very close from Jan Marek. Just heads over the crossbar. So let's wait for this free kick, and then we'll demand more. Van Persie. So it'll be a left footer around the wall, possibly over it. He's deflected off the wall and into the back of the net. And it is Liverpool 1, Leicester City 0. 11 minutes gone. And what's that done to the league table? It should lift us up to, in fact, third. But 3 points behind Chelsea, who must have already played, I think. Andrich to Horton, on to Marcelinho. Van Persie shoots, and White holds on in the Leicester goal. He launches it forward, and it's allowed to bounce. Svetkov picks up the loose ball, plays it to Requena, goes back to the keeper. Garcia to Svetkov, to Requena, on to Diaz, finds Andrich, plays it back to Lucic. Requena into Demar Horton. He's into the box, and Demar Horton scores. It is Liverpool 2, Leicester City 0. We've played 22 minutes and we've got off to a brilliant start. But it is Leicester now in possession. Sika with the throw-in. And it's given away. Diaz to Demar Horton. And the shot is just wide. And the highlight comes to an end. Leicester corner, Gonzalez Romero, and that's cleared only as far as Melview, and Rogerson gets one back for Leicester. It is going to be checked for an offside, so we anxiously wait, and the goal is disallowed, so it remains 2-0. And we're on the attack now. Requena into Horton. Demar Horton plays it to Marcelinho. Back to Requena into Diaz. He's taken out surely, but no. Andrich to Marcelinho, and Van Persie puts it in the back of the net, and it is Liverpool 3, Leicester City 0. And that is enough to lift us into second above Tottenham. Diaz plays it back to Svetkov. Svetkov to Luis Claudio. Plays it into Diaz. Back to Luis Claudio. To Requena. Finds Horton. On to Marcelinho. And he's done it again. Marcelinho puts it in the back of the net. And it is Liverpool 4, Leicester 0. We've played half an hour. And we're well in control now. And we've got a goal difference advantage on Tottenham. And how have they done? We don't know. They must have played yesterday. Ball into the box, header away. Lucic is flattened. That's outside the area for me. I don't think this is going to be a penalty. It is being checked. And it's not. So it will be a free kick. And we don't get to see it. Lucic now with a throw-in. Diaz to Luis Claudio. Lucic down the left-hand side. Infield to Andrich, who loses possession. And Luis Claudio picks up the loose ball. Finds Requena. Into Diaz. Finds Horton. Plays it out to Marcelinho, who turns and finds Jan Marek. Diaz to Lucic, who shoots, and it comes off the keeper, and Andrich mops up the rebound. Is Andrich onside though? If he is, it's 5-0 before half-time. And he is. It is Liverpool 5, Leicester City 0. And that should be the halftime score, and it is. We're in complete control, so let's get in the dressing room and pump the fists. No, in fact, we'll outstretch the arms. About as good as you're likely to see in that first half. So now it is all about, do we need to take anybody off? And I think we take the complacent Claudio off and bring on Van Zijtveld. And I think that's it. So we'll start the second half. And it is Lucic to Requena. Finds Jan Marek. Cuts inside. Hits the shot. And it's tipped over. So we'll have a corner, which is going to be taken by Van Persie. Ball into the box. It's headed away. Van Persie picks up the loose one. Plays it to Diaz. To Van Zijtveld, and the highlight comes to an end. And I'm going to hold off making any changes for as long as possible. We're playing really well. White with the goal kick. Launches it downfield. We win the header, but lose the second ball, and then we pick up the loose one. Van Zijtveld into Horton, back to Requena, to Svetkov, to Requena, into Demar Horton. Jan Marek comes forward, finds Marcelinho, lays it off to Requena. Diaz gives the ball away. And it finds its way to Diaz, and Van Persie will be relieved that he's been flagged offside there. That was a horrible miss. And Leicester have possession again. And Kolik to Tyrrell. Simonovic to Lopez. Simonovic, Effiong. And it's played all the way back to the keeper. Lopez takes over. Romero to Rogerson. And he's got it on the left wing position. Romero pulls it back. And Junior Effiong has a consolation for Leicester. On the hour, it is Liverpool 5, Leicester City 1. So I think we need a praise, actually. Because we are doing really well. Van Zijtveld into Requena. Plays it to the left wing for Andrich. Cross is cleared, but Lucic shoots. And just over the bar. So 20 minutes to go. We've not made any more changes yet, but I think they are imminent. And with 10 minutes to go, I will pause it and we will make some. In fact, I haven't been able to pause it. We'll do it now. 7 minutes left. So Jan Marek can come off. And we'll bring on... let's bring on Naldinho. We'll take off Requena and bring on Maicon. We'll take off Diaz and we'll bring on Clayton Dolce. We'll take off Andrich and we'll bring Jan Cavalcanti on. I'll swap him and Van Persie around. So we will do that. We'll make the change and we'll swap Van Persie and Cavalcanti. Confirm that. And let's just see the game out now. So we'll drop back to cautious. As Naldinho finds Horton. It's pulled back into a dangerous area, but Leicester get it clear. Svetkov holds on to it, finds Naldinho into Horton. And Dolce plays it back to Van Zijtveld. Into Dolce, back to Van Zijtveld. Dolce again. Looking for options, plays it right to Marcelinho. Horton to Dolce, plays it to Van Persie, on to Lucic. Van Persie crosses, and it's come back off the woodwork, I think. And the highlight comes to an end. And that will be it. And there is your full-time whistle. Liverpool 5, Leicester City 1. I'll be back in a moment with the second match of today's episode. Okay, time now for the second match of today's episode and our final match of the season in the Premier League. We are away to Swansea, who need a win to have any chance of survival on the final day. So let's select the team. I'm pondering a last minute change, and in fact I am going to make one. I'm going to move Svetkov to right back and bring Van Zijtveld in. So that is the team we're going to go with. It's Garcia in goal, back four of Lucic, Luis Claudio, Van Zijtveld and Svetkov. Requena behind Diaz and Demar Horton in midfield. Andrich on the left, Marcelinho on the right and Van Persie up front. So let's submit that team and go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant thinks if we play like we did last time, we'll do well. Absolutely. I agree with him, but I'm not going to use that because I think there is a better option. I'm going to point the finger and say today could be the day we become champions if things go our way. Make sure we do our part. So let's get out there into the tunnel. Looks like we're set for another final day of the season full of drama and tension. Will the stars align for you to emerge as champions? I hope so. Do you think Tottenham can beat Leeds to maintain their title challenge? It is a four-way final day title battle. I think they will beat Leeds. How sympathetic am I towards Mattia Crocci-Torti coming under pressure at Leicester? They should stand by him. So let's go and kick the match off. and see if we can become champions. So we need to keep an eye on Chelsea and Manchester City. But if we're not winning, it won't matter. So Van Zijtveld to Garcia. To Van Zijtveld again. Plays it forward. Demar Horton to Svetkov. He's given it away. And Lewis is in, and Daniel Lewis has given Swansea an early lead. This is a disastrous start. So we're going to demand more. And it won't matter what happens elsewhere if we don't turn this around. So let's demand more again. And it is Garcia to Luis Claudio. To Lucic, the left back. Comes infield, finds Diaz. Finds Demar Horton. Goes right to Marcelinho. Can he find the cross? He pulls it back. In fact, he's hit the Liverpool player on the heel. But Demar Horton briefly regained possession. Beasley comes forward for Swansea. Plays it back to Gustavo. Osborne over the halfway line. Out to the right wing. Crosses it in. And Ortiz shoots. Keeper saves it. But Damien Gill knocks in the rebound. And Swansea lead 2-0. And our title challenge is falling very, very flat indeed. Which is annoying because the results are going our way with the exception of Manchester City. And what are they doing? I can't see their result. They are winning 1-0 at Leicester. So they are now not helping us at all. And everything that can go wrong has done. So half time, we're 2-0 down. I'm going to throw a water bottle because that was awful. And we're going to make some changes. Okay, so I'm going to go with performance rather than fitness. I'm going to bring Cavalcanti on. In fact, I'm not. I'm going to bring Naldinho on the right wing. I'm going to take Andrich off. And I'm going to move Lucic forward. So Andrich will come off for Mohamed Cham. And I'm also going to take Van Persie off. And we'll bring Jan Cavalcanti on. And we're going to go attacking as well. So let's change that before we go out. And let's start the second half and see if we can recover. It's unlikely, but not absolutely impossible. If we get off to a good start, we'll be okay. But once again, it is a 4-4-2 that's proved our undoing. Cham, though, with a throw-in. Diaz to Claudio. Luis Claudio to Cham. Requena to Cham. He's lost the ball. Williams plays it back to his goalkeeper. Mendonca to Oscar. Osborne. And Beasley's lost out. Horton shoots. And the shot goes wide. Highlight comes to an end. I'm going to berate the lads at the moment because we are not doing well. We've got a free kick. And it is Jan Cavalcanti over it. Can he find the back of the net to give us at least some hope? He's hit the post. And Gill brings it away. Highlight comes to an end. And I think I'm not going to make a change yet. In fact, I will now. Lucic needs to come off. So we'll bring on Clayton Dolce. And I'm also going to take off Juan Requena. And we'll bring on Maicon. And we'll confirm both of those. We need an absolute miracle. We need 3 goals in the last 15 minutes to have any chance. It is Cham to Diaz to Luis Claudio. Down the line for Dolce. It's pulled back to Cham. Diaz shoots and shoots wide. Big chance not taken. And we have been absolutely woeful here. We've got a corner. Cavalcanti's ball in. Header goes wide. And it'll be a Swansea goal kick. Have Swansea done enough to save themselves? They have. As it stands, Gustavo's ball in. And the header wide for Swansea. They are going to be celebrating safety. How are Brentford getting on? They're losing 2-0 to Chelsea. So this will save Swansea. And will condemn us to finish 4th. Full time, Swansea 2, Liverpool 0. I'll be back in a moment to confirm the final league table of the season and tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, here is the final league table of the season. Manchester City have won the league. They finished top on 77 points. Chelsea finish second, a point behind them, on 76. A further point back, Tottenham Hotspur on 75. And we finish 4th on 72 points, tied with 5th placed Arsenal. But we edge them out on goal difference. And taking the drop, Brentford, Queen's Park Rangers and Leicester. So confirmation that Swansea did do enough to save themselves. They survived by 1 point. And let's have a look now at what is coming up on the next episode. And it will be the FA Cup final, where our opponents at Wembley will be Arsenal. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.